I want to ask you. So I had I went to a neighborhood party for the holidays, and it's a two-part question. First of all, you bring a bottle of wine or whatever. I bring what I'm going to drink, and then you bring like a bottle of wine, right? So, do you ever just pull a bottle of wine from your own collection in that situation, or do you always make a stop at a liquor store for a bottle of wine?
So this is how I do it. I got my own private stash, which I drink, and I would open up if people came to my home. Then I got another section that I take to people's houses. But it depends on what house I'm going to. All right. Now, if I'm going to a wine drinker's house, I'm going to pull a better bottle. If I'm going to a party where I know the wine is going to get lost in the mix, I'm bringing one of the party shelf bottles.
That's so funny.
What do you how do you work?
Well, that's so funny because that's what we would see. Jack and I aren't big wine drinkers, but through the years, we've collected some nice bottles of wine. I mean, even your mother-in-law gave us two fantastic bottles that we haven't opened. A couple of other people have given us real nice bottles, and then my mom comes and leaves a bottle. My mom is, different old school. It ain't the same bottle. So anyway, we were going to this party, and we're like, all right, let's bring a bottle of wine. And we're pulling these bottles off, and we don't know anything about wine. I'm like, is this a good one? And we're like, I don't know. It's 2014. I go, yeah, but what can it? So then we like Google it, and we go, oh, God, wait, this one's from Sebastian's mother-in-law. Put that one aside. Put that one. Hold. We overescaped that one. And then we got another one. We're like, oh, my God, that's from Susan, the one with the husband who's a pilot. Oh, shit, put that aside. Because like what you're saying. And then we found one. We Googled it, and it was like $15.99. And I was like, that's perfect. And then we walked into the house, and right away with the vibe, I was like, God, we should have went with a higher-end bottle. But then I turn around 10 minutes later. I see the guy uncorking it, pouring it, and drinking it like it's a Coke. And I'm like, oh, thank God. If that was the good shit, I'd be furious. That wine, the wine collection I have, I even said this for Jackie, that's for like if Sebastian and Lana or some crazy way, like a Watt or Jackie's friend Susan, these high-end friends who drink good wine show up at my house. I have that, and they think I always have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't just burn that stuff.